I think Arsenal can get the ball up to the attack a lot quicker than what Chelsea do. And also, Arsenal don't have a brick known as Morata and Giroud in their team. So that helps us. I just think with what Aubameyang can do, what Lacazette can do, and what the Nigerian Messi, Iwobi can do. I just think that like
you should be you're a disgrace. The Nigerian Messi.
That's his official name.
It's not his official name.
That's his official name. No comment. Iwobi is easily one of the best young players in the world. Easily.
What?
Easily.
What?
Easily. He's one of the most improved players in the world. That's
no. I agree that Iwobi has improved.
The most improved player in the world.
You know what? Even if you said the most improved player, I'll give him that just for the sake of this. But where he came from, in terms of where he's improving from, was somewhere for me that was pretty low. He burst onto the scene. I say burst. He came onto the scene.
No. What I'm saying now, he's one of the best young players in the world.
What I'm saying is, him in being the most improved doesn't state how good he is, because you have to see where he actually came from, what level is he playing at, and how much he improved where he is now. Now he's playing. He's in very good form,
quality.
But I am reserved to say whether this is his, you might say default base ability, or he's just in form. You take Lingard. I know Lingard's a few years older than him, but Lingard had a scintillating patch. I would say the first half of last season, and to be fair, most of the season he was very, very well. But for me, that was like peak Lingard. I think he's gonna level out, and which he's kind of done this season, and he's very rare gonna have those kind of peaks again. Iwobi, I'm unconvinced. He's talented, but best young player or even most improved.
Let me say something slightly controversial.
I need to see more. I'm not having it.
I don't normally say controversial statements, but let me just say something controversial right now, slightly controversial. I will say Iwobi is the best penetrative passer in Arsenal, even more so than Ozil. As far as through balls, difficult passing that.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
It's Iwobi.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
And I think no. I think people will soon come to see Iwobi's quality.
You're absurd. That's absurd.
Look, so are you going to deny how well Iwobi has done under Emery? And
the fact that he has done, for me, surprisingly well. But because I've seen Iwobi
under Wenger.
But
so this is a new day. But how? Don't use what has happened before. This is a new day.
What are we saying? What are we in? We're November. So you're going to disregard everything that happened prior because it was under Wenger. And then you're going to take 2 months or 3 months and say, this is Iwobi. And I'm like, nah.
I test.
This might be Iwobi, but I need to see this more. I need to see. If he can keep this up for the whole season, then I'll say, you know what, yeah. But I think, especially when it comes to, I know you're not an Arsenal fan, but when it came to Arsenal fans, when the time when Iwobi burst onto the scene, it was a time when Rashford had burst into the scene. It was a time when Martial obviously and I think Arsenal fans were looking for, all right, now here is our Martial or here is our Rashford. And for me, Iwobi ain't them. He ain't got that ability.
He's a different player.
How much different?
And for me, let's be real. Iwobi has been more critical and more effective than Rashford
this season. This season. But I can't just judge this season like as we've gone so far and judge the whole player based on that. You must take a longer period.
Because
as equal as Iwobi was under Wenger, as you say, people would argue, and maybe rightly so, that Rashford was under Mourinho. So you could say it's a bit balanced in terms of attacking players.
Rashford still misses open chances.
No, I know.
I know.
As well. So I'm using what I've seen over the course of their professional career.
But maybe Rashford is just not that good. Maybe what you were saying was just a purple patch. But with Iwobi under a new day, under Emery, a far more technical coach, you're seeing a guy who, let's just be real, Iwobi is a smarter player than Rashford. That's just a fact. That's just he's got a higher football IQ. The way he sees passes and executes passes, very few players of his age can.
He's definitely a better passer than Rashford. But
we say football IQ
in terms of what?
He sees the pitch like the Matrix.
Yeah, but
the Matrix.
You said there's different players, and I partly agree because Iwobi's probably more of a creator. Rashford's much more direct.
But Iwobi does his job far better than Rashford does his job. Rashford,
at the moment, this season, but before this season started, that question for me was null and void because at the end of last season, Rashford was better than Iwobi. Now I'm not just going to take the next 3 months to say, all right, Therefore, Iwobi's
Neeks,
better.
you know
I need
it
to
and
see
I
for
know
the rest
it.
of the season.
You know it
Has
and-
Iwobi had a whole season consistent?
Neeks, you know it, and I know it that this is what is going to be in the future.
No, I don't know
Yes,
that.
you do.
I don't know
Yes,
that.
you do.
Maybe I'm not a soothsayer like you. I can't see into the future. I have to reserve
the eye
judgment.
test. It's all
I
about
have to
the eye
reserve
test. You
judgment.
don't have to.
I do.
I think that
Because
it
I've
will
seen
be-
players burst onto the scene and disappear. Now, we're talking about Arsenal. Take someone like Samir Nasri. All the bags of ability in the world. But when it actually came to the crunch of it, the man flitted in and out of games, flitting in and out of seasons. How do we judge him in the end?
No, Nasri should have remained with us. I think
Well, whatever-
if Nasri
if
remained
that-
at Arsenal, we would have seen
If
a
buts
far
or
better
maybes,
player.
but the reality is, for all the ability and how good he looked on the pitch and the pass that he couldn't make and the technical, ability in and out of players, that goal he scored against Porto, I think it was a 7-0 win at the Emirates. What did he actually do with it in the end? He underachieved. So I'm not going to take 3 months of Iwobi and say, this is what it's going to be. I need to wait and see.
No. But what
I need to wait
I'm
and
saying to
see.
you is that he has consistently shown under a new manager and new coaching how much of an amazing passer and playmaker he is. And he also showed this for the Nigerian team as well. So I'm saying that the fact that Emery is not going to be the new coach and he has been flourishing under Emery gives you enough ammunition to say, nah, he's it. And he's only going to get better and improve under Emery's tutelage. Whereas for Rashford, this guy is missing pretty much open goals. And that's why Mourinho is pretty much turning around with his hands on it because, hey, look, I can't deal with a dude that misses chances like that.
What I would say is,
so it's like,
when it comes to
Iwobi's
one-on-one,
better than Rashford right now.
when it comes to one-on-one, Rashford has a lot of improvement to do, and I don't think
A lot.
I don't think he's a natural finisher. First and foremost, he's not a natural finisher.
Then that was
And-
supposed to be
no,
more a
but
striker.
now he's a Iwobi. No. See, the thing,
No,
but you're
he's
saying
a striker, he
You're
should
saying,
finish.
you're saying he's a striker.
He's judged by his goals.
You're saying he's a striker, but how often has he actually played up front? Because when he burst into the Man United team,
Yeah.
he played up front because we had Rooney out, we had Martial out. Yes, but when he was playing the youngsters, he wasn't a striker. Since that burst onto the scene, he's been playing left. For England, he doesn't play up
So
front
what
either.
is Rashford's role?
For me, from right now, Rashford's, I would say his best position is as an inside forward on the left-hand side. But the reality
Inside
is,
forwards also forwards.
no,
But
but
that's what
no, but
Salah
there's,
is
but,
as well.
no, but there's a difference between being an inside forward and being a striker. Like for me,
Hey, semantics.
Aguero is a striker. I'm talking this man gonna run off the shoulder. He's gonna go one-on-one X amount of times, and 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, he's putting back in the net. These are natural strikers. Even Salah, as much goals he scored last year, he missed a bag of chances
But
because
still-
he ain't a natural striker. He's a good player and he's a good finisher, but he's not a natural striker.
So what is Rashford exactly?
But I'm saying right now for me, Rashford is an inside forward.
That does what?
So you
Crosses,
no,
creates what?
well, inside forward, you run past your man either on inside or outside. You can shoot from outside the box, which you can do. And I would say in the Premier League, you're looking for, I would say, 15 goals at this play for Man United. That's what you want to be aiming for.
Okay, but
Now, it's similar to, you might say, Raheem Sterling. Granted that he plays on the right-hand side as a right footer, but he's not a striker. He's an inside forward who affects the game out wide, also
Disrupts.
comes
Yeah,
inside
he's a
and
disruptor,
scores
yeah,
goals.
yeah.
Rashford may develop into a striker, but right now, he hasn't got that. But Iwobi is not a striker anyway. So,
who is doing their role better as of right
is
now?
this season, Iwobi
Iwobi.
has done it better.
Thank
But I'm
you.
not basing my judgment on a player's career or their future just based on 3 months.
But
I
Neeks-
can't do that. It doesn't make sense.
And an educated piece of analysis is, let's look at the trajectory. Emery has obviously improved Iwobi. Emery is going to now be the future manager, so Iwobi is only going to get better.
Mourinho may not be the future manager, so we have to wait and see.
But Neeks,
We have to wait and see.
Rashford isn't that dude, man. He's not going to develop into anything. We know it, man. He's an average
We
striker
don't
at
know
best.
that.
He's average at best.
Devon, put some through some cool.
He's average at best.
Have holes giving me a headache, man. He's giving me a headache. I didn't come here for this.
Come on, Iwobi is that the Nigerian Messi, man.
Nigerian Messi.